If 99 things go right in your day and one thing goes wrong, what do you typically talk about over dinner? If you're like most people, you talk about the one thing that went wrong, and in order to make it worthy of dinner conversation, you elaborate and make it even worse than it probably was. Well, on today's Front Row Friday, I'd like you to focus on what your wins are. WINS. What are your wins? And you get to define what your wins are. It could be an acknowledgement from somebody that you respect. It could be a compliment that someone has given you. It could be the fact that you gave a killer presentation, or maybe even you made a sale, or even that you reached out to make a sale. You get to define what a win is for you. And then more importantly, keep track of them all in one place and start to accumulate wins in your life. And then when you're tempted to fall into the negativity trap, which is very common in this day and age, whip out your file that you've created your wins and reread all your wins. And here's a bonus. When you keep track of your wins and when you reread them on a regular basis, your brain starts to default to a more positive space. You will start to find more wins in your life because your brain knows that you're going to write them down someplace and then review them later on. So here's my tip for you today. Keep track of all of your wins, so much so that if 99 things go wrong in your day and only one thing goes right, you will still default to talking about the one thing that went right. How's that for a positive message on this Front Row Friday? So here's to you having more wins in your life, everyone. Have a good Front Row Friday, and we'll see you next time.